was in 2017, and I wrote this poem sort of during it. It was kind of a short season, and everything didn't quite go as planned. But this is what came out of it. First of the last, the evening of perfection, sun and breeze, Strauss sonorities. Robert loves Ottawa. Everyone smiles here. Please buy the boat. Handel's fireworks, teaching the world to sing. Steve is Mark Twain, riding along with Russell on the Mississippi. A bevy of daughters descends to share the almost last concert on the boat. Brother and wife, and guest conductor too. Galley hums once again with post-concert energy, laughter, and reminiscence. Tanya feels the ghosts on board. Oh yes, so many ghosts. Dear George, his deft designs, quirky smile, stories and stories, Anne's delight in all things, finding its way into poems. Marcus, our Marcus, always there for us, learning, teaching, leaping with a line into the dark. Ted's wise counsel, our adventure, one of the last gifts of his life. Paul's curly-haired entrance into our lives as he rode out to help Frank set off fireworks. Another deep-voiced Paul, this one tall with jangles and bangles strapped to his leg. All of these voices calling out mileage markers, buoys, reds and greens in the dark, convivial pilot house. On and on, Jimmy Oglesby sitting in the pilot's chair, strumming his guitar. Mary Itoria leaving her Texas ranch to ride a ways with the floating circus. Yerzy and Anne way up in Minnesota. Potters, Frank, Cecil, Ron, Hiroshi. Herb's humble, homely poems. Karen, Jamie, Marilyn, Susan, working so hard to make things come out right. Tom, cooking salmon, freshly hauled up from a little fishing boat on Lake Michigan. The daughters leave. The silence is profound. It's just you and me and Steve, bumping into memories around every corner. And this is Steve. He was not in the room to introduce. This is Steve Trinkle, who he came to play in the 1976 orchestra, the first year of the new boat. And he saw this cute little timpanist and fell for her, and they got married, and they've been married ever since. Is Jamie in here? The dog. Okay. And Steve and Dee have been together ever since. They drove all the way from Casper, Wyoming. And Steve came back not so much as a trumpet. Well, he played trumpet for how many years did you come back? 2,000 years. And then he became kind of manager of the boat because he knows all kinds of things about everything. So
two wonderful people, Kathleen and Robert, were so wonderful to us over the years. They've been very, very dear friends. We never end a conversation without saying, I love you. But they taught us how to treat musicians, how to make things work, how to take risks. Because boy, if there's one thing about Robert Boudreau, he was a risk taker. But I want to tell you one short thing about this. I drove over from Casper. Took us 3.5 days because I'm not so young anymore. And we came out from the east down the Oregon Trail. The Oregon Trail follows right down the Platte River where I live, comes right into St. Joe, Missouri. I think the boat's been St. Joe, Missouri. Then we come down and we cross over Missouri to a place called Hannibal, where we played in 1985. And the boat was there to this wretched embankment. You know, thorns and weeds and nasty. But the people still came, and it was full. It was a huge, huge concert. And Robert stood in front of them and said, look at this. Look at this. This could be a beautiful park, a beautiful waterfront. And you know today, it is. It is. It's an absolute mess. Because of one of those things that he did. Then we crossed over the Illinois River, which I've been up and down a zillion times. And then we crossed over the Mississippi. You know, I mean, it just goes on and on. It's remarkable what happened from this dream of his so long ago. And all of these musicians here, and the hundreds and hundreds of us around the world. How that impact, that little spark, that little thing that makes us all dream, he gave us that. And it was fantastic. And I am so forever grateful for my teacher, Herb Mueller, say, Robert Boudreau needs a trumpet. Please go up to Carnegie Hall and audition for him. And I did, and I'm so grateful.